Mary, is your list done?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Nice. I'm excited to see yours.
I was telling Maddie, this was like hard in a way of like I didn't have a number one in my mind this entire time. I was like I had to like actually think through this and like what is my number one? I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I stared at my list for like 10 minutes today at
Yeah.
work. I was like, this isn't right. This isn't
Like
my
I'm
number
still
one. I
not
was
super
like,
I'm still not super confident about it, but I'm like
either.
Yeah, same.
I think it's like as good as it's gonna get.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm gonna be kicking myself.
I do
Like
too.
after hearing y'all's, I feel like I'm gonna be like, no, that's so
Same.
good. It should
I
be
do
on
too.
there.
I
I
do
feel
too.
like Mare, I'm gonna have one on my list that either you're also gonna have or you're gonna kick yourself for not having. I would be shocked there's not.
I think I might have a couple of those for y'all too.
I'm interested.
I have one that's like I love it. Okay, do we just want to dive in?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Welcome to the second official episode of the Third Act Podcast. I am Maddie,
I'm Josh.
I'm Meredith.
and today we're gonna be talking about our top 10 favorite movie couples, and then we decided like we're gonna always do like 5 honorable mentions because it's hard to decide only top
Yes.
10. But what's kind of like the guidelines we went by? Does someone want to explain that?
Originally, I wanted to do just based off performances, but then I was like, that actually is stupid after Meredith had a typo in her text. Okay, that was actually really funny. So when I sent that text, and I was like, yeah, I've been thinking about this for a while, but I don't know why I just didn't say anything. I was like, yeah, I just wanted to do performances. And I think you meant to say, okay, I'm not doing it that way, but you said, okay, I'm now doing it that way. Was that a typo?
It was a typo.
Okay, I was like, you are one of the
did
most
not even
stubborn people, and I
notice.
know for a fact you would not just give in to my idea just like
One
that.
text,
I was like, yeah.
Mare being like, yes, absolutely.
It was so because no one responded to it, and I was like, all right, Meredith. I know Meredith meant to say not, but I'm not giving her anything. I am not in the mood to argue with Mary right now. And so, but after thinking about it, I was like, no, you're totally right. So I think the guidelines is like our favorite depictions of couples in a movie.
Yeah.
It could be like how their demeanor is. It definitely has to do with their performances as well, their chemistry. Their like character development throughout the movie. That's how I see it.
Yeah. Mare and I talked about it, or I think we may have texted. Yeah, I don't remember. But we mentioned, like, it's so hard because a lot of couples are so unhealthy in movies.
Yes.
Like, it's like, they so often are just, like, not, especially older movies, like, not depicted.
Yes.
And it helped. Like, there were a couple couples that I was like, oh, yeah, I want to have them on there. But then I looked closer at the relationship, and I was like, I do not want to
Yeah.
have...
If they were in the slightest bit unhealthy, I was like, no.
Yeah.
Heck no.
Yeah.
Which was kind of sad because, like, okay, I won't say sad, but it was hard because there's so many couples in like all of my favorite rom-coms. But I love rom-coms. Like, it's just like such a comfort movie. But then
Right.
if you look closely at the relationship, I'm like, but you knew each other for like 24 hours.
Yeah. No,
That's
literally,
the hard
literally.
part. So many of those. I had some Disney movies on mine, and I was like, wait a second. They
Yeah.
don't even know each other at all.
Wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
Who are you?
Okay. Do we just want to dive in?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So honorable mentions first.
Yep.
Do you want me to start? I can start.
Yeah,
go
we
ahead,
did the
Josh.
same order as last time. Josh,
Okay.
Mare.
1, 2, 3. 4. Okay. I have 6. Can I say 6?
No, we said 5.
But 5.
I'm gonna say 6.
Oh my god.
Okay.
This will not
I think
become a thing.
y'all are gonna appreciate them though.
We
Okay.
better.
Number 1, I have Peter and Gamora from Guardians of the Galaxy. Okay. Crazy,
I agree
crazy.
with that.
I
No. I'm rocking
love
with
them.
that.
I love them.
Yeah.
That's one of my favorite things about the movie is their chemistry together. I think it's so good.
Yeah, I agree.
I have Mr. and Mrs.
So
Fox
surprising.
from Fantastic Mr. Fox
Oh,
as an honorable
okay.
mention.
Okay.
I have Rick and Lisa from Casablanca. I have Cal and Hannah from Crazy Stupid Love. I have
Wait,
Joe and...
whoa. You mean Jacob and Hannah because Cal is her dad.
Oh, you're so right. Good call. I don't know why I said Cal. That would be weird. Yes, Jacob and Hannah. Joe and Lori. And I have Diana and Steve from Wonder Woman.
Wow.
Wait. Roll back. Did you say Joe and Lori
Yeah.
from Little Women?
Yeah.
They were never a couple.
They were like kind of...
He just likes the monologue. He likes
I
the
do,
monologue.
yeah.
Okay. You know, that's...
chemistry.
I mean,
The
it was
monologue.
it was basically a relationship without being a relationship. So I that's a good point. I guess that's why I didn't put it on my list.
They were in a talking phase for that day and age.
Yeah.
Situationship.
And then I was looking online and I was like, Diane and Steve is one of my favorites. Like favorite Marvel is or DC, I guess. I just love freaking.
Honestly, not even in just the Gal Gadot one. Like even like the animated DC movies or like any. It's just like they're good. They're good.
Really?
I appreciate.
What's his name again? The freaking. Oh, am I blanking on this? The guy who plays Steve.
Oh, Chris Pine.
Yeah. I know you love him.
He's so
Chris
good.
Pine.
But I think he's so
Yeah.
he's so funny. His sarcasm is like perfect to fit her like shallow, like not shallow, but like wholesomeness,
She's
like
just
very
She's there's no humor. She's just like
No.
very straightforward and
she's very like
that's just Diana. She's a warrior.
Yeah. She grew up on an island, so she has no
Yeah.
like social skills, and their dynamic is so good.
Yeah.
But yeah, those are my honorable mentions.
Nice.
Okay,
All right,
ready?
Mare.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
wait.
All right.
Mare.
Go ahead, Bear.
Yeah, it's me. I have Elizabeth Bennet and Darcy.
Yeah.
On Prejudice. So good.
So I didn't make it on your list. Okay.
I know.
They were considered.
Okay.
And then I have the parents from The Quiet Place. Or
Wow.
A Quiet Place.
That's
a really
John
good
Krasinski
one.
and Emily Blunt. I mean, they're married in real life.
They're
but,
married in real life,
They're
yeah.
just like,
Yeah.
they're so good.
That's
Wow,
good.
that is
Downstairs in the
very good.
dance.
I can't believe I
I'm
forgot about
kicking
that
myself
one.
too. I love that movie.
Wow.
Darn.
Yeah, you did.
Okay, so I googled. I was like, healthiest couples in movies.
Yeah,
and they come up, and I was
yeah.
like, how
I
did I
should Google
forget?
that.
That's really
how
good.
I just googled best couples in romance
I did
movies
too.
and I got The Notebook 50 times.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
my.
literally, I was like, no. Mr. and Mrs. Incredible.
Okay. They were
They're
considered.
so good. They're
think
just,
about
the
that.
best parents. Yeah.
They were considered.
Andy and Ben from How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days.
I thought about
And,
it too.
and then Anastasia and Dimitri from Anastasia.
Okay,
a
I
good
haven't
one.
seen that.
Oh, I'm gonna be kicking myself. 'cause I
There's gonna
already
be so
am.
many of these. I know.
Gosh. Okay. Darn. That's good, Mare. Okay, wait, hold on. Why did I forget my own phone password? Got it. All right. Okay, my
Alright.
honorable mentions. First one is weird, but I'm sticking with it. Pete and Ellie from Instant Family. If you guys ever
I
saw
haven't seen
that.
And it's a good movie.
It's like about.
That's
it's
such
like a
good movie.
feel good
Yeah.
family movie, but it's like they're just a sweet, healthy married couple, and I love
Yeah.
it. I love their dynamic. Okay, this I do not like the movie, but
boy.
I like this couple, and people are gonna.
There
you
were
might not
there were
agree.
there were some of those for me too. But sorry, continue.
Kylo Ren and Rey.
Oh, oh my gosh.
I love them. I love them.
Their kiss single-handedly made me stop watching Star Wars. I did not watch any of the sequels after that. It pissed me off in the theater. I literally started laughing in the theater, and I was like, "Yeah, they've lost all hope in me. They've lost me."
There was one time that Jana and I sat on our couch and we watched a compilation
As
of
you
all the
should.
Kylo Ren and Rey
As you
moments, and
should.
we're like, I don't like
Aren't they like
Rise of
related? I don't understand.
No.
No, they're not
Okay.
related. They're not related.
I don't
But
even
it's just Josh. They're
No, I
so
don't
it's
wanna-
like
I don't-
enemies.
The
And, like, they
sequels are
fight with
trash. They're absolutely
lightsabers.
trash. Like Race
The sequels are
Trilogy is the
awful.
worst. But
They're not
Kylo,
good.
But yeah, Kylo Ren and her.
Alright.
I also love Adam Driver, so
Yes.
that may be a factor.
Yeah,
in
and I
this
like
decision.
whatever her name is. I forget her name, but I like her.
Daisy Ridley.
Yeah,
That's not
I
her
like
name.
her.
Is
She's
it Ridley?
cool. No, it might be Daisy. I don't know. I almost said Daisy Scott because you said Ridley, but it's not Daisy Scott.
Yeah.
It might
But
be.
that's
Daisy Ridley.
mine.
Okay.
I think it's
And Lock Me
Ridley.
Up If That's a Crime. That's one of mine.
It's
Next
Daisy
one
Ridley
is
Scott,
Kat.
yeah.
Nice. Kat and Patrick from 10 Things I Hate About You.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
And then
Oh, that's a good one. I don't know how to...
yeah, Jacob and Hannah from Crazy Stupid Love.
Nice.
That's on mine.
Okay,
Yeah. And then Megamind and Roxanne
Stop
from
it.
Megamind. I kid you not. I love that movie. And I love them. And I stick by my list.
Okay.
So good.
Yep. Thank you.
You gave me a weird
This is
look,
gonna
Mare,
be...
when I said Casablanca because I know you don't like their couple because we've had a conversation about this. I loved Casablanca. I
I
think,
don't like Casablanca.
and I didn't think I would. I was like, oh, it's gonna be so overhyped, but like, it is incredible for being. I mean, it's just it's the Nazi propaganda that's made literally during World War II is what got me. It came out in 1942, in the middle of World War II, and they are bashing Nazis in a European film. I don't know, it's cool.
I mean,
But I
I'm
also
not
do.
saying
I also
that it
do
wasn't,
love
like,
their relationship.
I see. I don't like the relationship.
Fair.
I don't. To me, I know like it's a whole thing of like, did he love her or not? Like when he
Yeah.
sent her away. Sorry if I spoiled it for anybody.
80 years.
Wow. Well, it wasn't spoiled for me before I watched it, so
Yeah.
sorry. but I don't think he did. He just didn't act like it. But I know it was the 40s, and I
Yeah.
grew up in the 21st century. So
Fair.
I'm
Yeah,
just-
I almost
don't know.
had.
It just wasn't. It's not what I want in a movie couple. And
Sure.
yes, it's like height of World War II and all that. So like, there's reasons, but
Sure.
I just it would not have made my honorable mentions in the slightest.
Fair.
But you have your own opinion. So
And that is great.
That's beautiful.
I almost had Roman Holiday on here
Oh.
as well.
that one's good.
I really thought about it.
I
But-
really like Roman Holiday.
Okay, let's dive in. Number 10.
Okay.
This isn't even my curveball, but this is a curveball. I'm very interested to see y'all's reaction. At my number 10, I have Theodore and Samantha from Her.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I saw that in a couple of my Google searches.
Yeah.
I've never seen it.
But, it's an AI.
It's like- it's
and a
an
man.
AI.
Yeah.
It's not
Yeah.
real.
But it just, like, the movie itself, it makes it feel so real. And
Delusion.
I don't know. It's like
Ooh.
a lot of it is Joaquin's performance of just
Mm.
selling that role so well, but it really does. Like, by the end of the movie, you're like convinced that like this is a real person that he's talking to. This is like a real
Mm.
relationship they have, and like she has actual feelings toward him. And I don't know, like it's amazing what that movie does. I mean, it's incredible. It's yeah. So that's my 10.
Interesting. Apparently that happens in real life. People
Yeah,
fall
well,
in love
that's
with AI now.
that's kind of gay, but we're
Teach their
in a
own.
movie. It's cool. In a movie, it's
Okay.
yeah. All right.
My number 10 is Alex and Rosie from Love, Rosie.
See, I
I
haven't
knew
seen
you
that.
were gonna have that on there.
Because they're
I knew
best
it.
friends. They actually know each other. They are stupid throughout the movie. Like, not, I mean, that's the point. But,
That too.
they get on your nerves throughout the movie because, like, if they just communicate, then they'd be together and they'd be happy. But I think there's a reason they waited until where they are.
Yeah.
But
Oh.
I love them. They're best friends. They know each other well. They know that they love each other because they know everything about each other.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
It's a good one.
Nice. All right, my number 10 spot is Stoic and Valka from How to Train Your Dragon. And
Okay,
that
I
is
thought
Hiccup's
about it.
Parents.
I thought
Dude,
about it. Oh, Hiccup's
That
parents.
Hiccup's parents when they like reunite that moment.
I
you're as beautiful as the
considered
day
that.
I lost you. Oh, are you kidding me?
That's really
And
good.
then they have this it's so sweet. Oh
Yeah.
my gosh,
I thought
that
about-
whole scene. Yeah,
I thought about Hiccup and what's her name?
Astrid. So
Yeah,
did I. They were on my
Astrid.
list at one point.
Yeah.
What?
I thought about that, but I decided against it. 'cause-
I just watched that episode of The Office where
Oh,
Jan has
yeah.
a baby, ass turd.
That's a good one, Maddie. I didn't think about
Thank
the
you.
parents.
That one's
is
really
Oh
good.
my gosh, I love them.
Okay, number 9. Speaking of animated ones, if y'all don't have this, I think you're gonna be upset. I have Carl and Ellie from Up
Oh,
on
I
my
consider
list.
that one.
I didn't even cross my mind.
Yeah, I
That's
think it's
such
like-
a good one.
I mean, it is
Dang.
just so sweet.
Yeah.
Like emotionally, it's so good. I mean, I watched it when I was a kid. It made me emotional, and even now, it's like, I mean, it is heartbreaking, but it is.
Those first 10 minutes
Yeah.
of that movie, man.
Yeah.
Literally crushed my soul.
I know, but it just like the whole movie, you never forget about their relationship, even when they're in the midst of like all this danger. I mean, it's like their relationship is the rock behind like, the whole motive of the movie, which I think is so cool.
Yeah.
So that's my.
It's like
that's
an
my
animated gladiator. His wife is his.
9. It was. Except for like, not really.
Everything about it. That's the craziest analogy.
Except for last I checked, Carl doesn't become a blood-sucking gladiator. Like,
No.
They have
kills
one thing
people.
in common, and that's their wife is their
Their
tribe.
wife is dead.
That's
Their
why-
wife
dead,
is just
and
dead.
that's their tribe.
That's so many movies. That's
Yeah, it
like
really
most
is.
movies.
It really is.
No, it's just Up and Gladiator.
It's like Monster House. It's the same idea. Same idea. It's just- Man, I should have had that one there.
Oh my gosh, that's so funny.
All right, Mare.
All right, my number 9 is Patrick and Kat from 10 Things I Hate About You.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I really thought
That's
about
good.
it.
I love them. It's just a good movie.
Mm-hmm.
Now, granted, they don't know each other that well, but they don't tell each other they love each other after 24 hours.
True.
So there's
Yeah.
one step up. There's a few on here that like, yes, they are like you didn't know each other that very long, but it's okay. It's okay, guys. It's movies.
I think I can guess.
Yeah.
I can definitely
yeah.
guess at least one.
Yeah.
Shut up. So, yeah. So Patrick and Kat,
funny.
I feel they know each other like pretty well by the end of it.
Yeah.
I think so.
And at least like he like sees her. She's not afraid to be her true self. So Patrick knows who Kat is.
Yeah.
But I just really like them. I love that movie.
I do too. It is very
That
good.
scene on the bleachers is still one of my favorites.
Yeah, that's a great one.
Like singing. I love it. Yeah.
Do you wish that would happen to you, Maddie?
Every day.
What girl doesn't?
Every day, all
But
the
I
time.
feel like it's on the border of like, I mean, if it's Heath Ledger, for sure it's not. But
Oh,
like,
yeah.
it definitely is on the line of like cool versus like, wow, I want to kill myself because this is so cringy. You know what I mean?
That's
like,
true. A lot of things
But he's
Like,
got
it
the
was on that line.
charisma. He's got the charisma. He's
Yeah,
got
but it's
the.
Heath Ledger. That's what I'm saying.
like
It can't,
the aura.
does any other man? Crazy that Meredith just said aura. First of all, second of all,
that.
does any
Sorry.
other man have that charisma that Heath Ledger would have? Like, do you think any guy nowadays could do that and like look legit? I
Henry
couldn't.
Cavill, Jeremy Jordan,
Big guy.
Aaron Tveit. Hey, you know. I'll send it to you.
That's fair though. It does a lot of things in movies when done in real life.
Yeah, like if you're not a
Are,
big
like-
actor, like I can see big actors doing that. Like I could see like Sebastian Stan
I
doing
mean,
that. or
yeah,
I,
I
could see, like,
couldn't think. I can't think of like a person I know
No,
personally.
no.
doing but that's movie
Honestly,
magic,
I feel like
guess.
Luke would do it
That's
with
movie
Bailey.
magic.
If Luke did it with Bailey,
Oh,
I feel
yeah.
like he could definitely do it
Yeah.
because he just has that.
Yeah.
Luke's
for
got
sure.
that. Luke's got that aura.
He's got that aura.
Yeah, I
Okay.
don't remember saying that. I didn't say that.
Yeah,
You're like that.
we're gonna clip that actually.
Memory
and
Actually,
erased.
make it
Over
our
and over
first
and over.
YouTube short. That's what she's
Uh-huh.
No.
That'll be the first Instagram post, just missing aura.
All right, Maddie.
Okay, number 9. I'm surprised. I'm surprised this is this low for me, but Sally and Harry from
Okay.
When Harry Met Sally,
Yeah.
number 9. I
Yeah.
think they're great. I love that they have a friendship. I love the dynamic that the relationship goes through throughout the movie.
Yeah.
It's not higher just because, like, in all honesty, I don't. They have really good chemistry talking wise, but physical chemistry I couldn't always get
Sure,
behind.
sure.
But I just think they're both such well written, fun
Yeah.
characters. Like, they just had to be on my list. They had to make it on.
That's a good
but,
point. That's a really
yeah.
good point.
Yeah. When Harry Met Sally.
Love it. All right, number 8. I don't know if y'all. I mean, y'all know this movie. It's one of my favorite like sports movies ever. I have Herb and Patty from Miracle, the Kurt Russell hockey movie.
I know the movie, but it's been a long time since I've seen it.
I don't
I've never
know.
seen it.
It is just it is the most wholesome relationship in movies. For me, it's like they argue, but they resolve it, and there's just like it's just so wholesome. It's always
Is
been
that
on
Kurt
my
Russell and his wife?
and I forgot
sweet.
her name. Hold on, let me just look real quick. And it's Patricia Clarkson. She's been in a bunch of stuff. But I don't know. It's it's the most wholesome couple ever. And I just love watching it for a lot of that movie for a lot of that reason. It builds a lot of his character and her character. And there's like nights that they call each other, and it's super sweet. It's just
That's
super
sweet.
sweet. Yeah, I love
Nice.
that.
All right, Mayor, number 8.
Miles and Iris from The Holiday.
Yeah, there it is. I knew it was
Yeah.
gonna be there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, is
that's
Miles
good.
Jack Black?
Yes.
Yeah,
Jack Black
okay,
and Kate
okay.
Wait,
Winslet
yes.
characters.
My bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Because they become. It's a trend, guys. They become friends. They know each other. Then there's interest. Like as maturing is realizing you want what Miles and Iris have, rather than what Jude Law and Cameron Diaz have.
Yeah. Yeah,
So
absolutely.
you'd rather have Jack Black than Jude Law? Or...
No. I want that relationship.
So like Meredith, if you were in
I
that
want
position,
Jude
would you
Law.
rather be
Which
Kate
one?
Winslet or the other one?
Or-
As
Really?
an adult, I want to be Kate Winslet because I want what they have. But
He's so
it'd be
sweet
nice
and
if
funny.
Jack Black looked like Jude Law.
Yeah.
Not that Jack Black isn't cute in that movie, because he is. And that's
He
to
is
hear me
cute in
out
that
if nobody
movie.
agrees with me.
Okay.
Thank you.
I agree.
I don't. Okay.
Him playing
I
his little
think
piano.
Yes!
Yeah, it's awesome.
I wrote one for you too, Iris. I used only the good notes. Alright,
so
none.
sweet.
That's it.
She's done.
Yeah, no, I agree. I very much agree. They just have such a cute relationship.
Yeah, that's a good
All right. My next one.
Wait. No, I hope it's not what I think it is.
No, that's it. I assure you it's
Okay,
not. I kid you not. This is one of the first things that came to mind.
It's a Batman Lego.
I thought it was
Nomeo and Juliet.
Which wait.
Nomeo.
The one from the animated No movie?
Yes.
I actually considered putting that on my list too. It
That's so good.
I
It's
love
so
that movie.
good. This is amazing.
I grew up
I
with
thought
that
you guys were
movie.
gonna
Yeah.
laugh.
Oh, I
It's
grew up with that.
so good. The whole scene where they meet with the flower. Why do they have
Yes.
such good chemistry? Why do the gnomes? Why?
They really do.
Whoa!
Is
Like
that
Is that the one
Adrian
where, like, when they're
Brody.
singing
Yeah,
in the-
all
under
Elton
like
John
the
songs.
under like the greenhouse or whatever?
It's
all
James
Elton John
McAvoy. Is
music.
it James McAvoy?
It's James McAvoy and Emily
It's-
Blunt.
Yeah.
It is the most stacked cast ever.
It's so good, and they just like. It's so sweet. Like they have
a good
such good
pick.
chemistry.
So
Like
good.
when they meet with the flower and they like have
Yes.
fun argue, and the gnome is hot. All right, I said it. Yep.
Oh,
it's
Nomeo's hot.
That's a hear me out right there.
Boom.
No, it's not.
That's it.
Hey,
And he's
I'm
hot.
That's fair.
that's my number 8. Maybe it should have been higher. I don't know,
Maybe
but
that should
I
be
obviously
number
feel
one,
passionate.
Number one.
Maybe low key.
Um,
But
yeah, I like vividly consider that, but I'm like I haven't seen that movie in like a decade, so I would have to rewatch it to really think about it.
yeah, I worked like summer camps over the summer. Whenever that movie was on, I was like, kids, everyone shut up.
Everyone shut up.
Everyone quiet.
We were about to tell the story. Been told many times before.
All right, number 7. I have Edward and Vivian from Pretty Woman. At my number 7.
Ooh. Okay.
Are you kidding me, Meredith?
I love that movie, but I did not consider them. Sorry.
Oh, okay. It is the most sweet relationship ever.
She's
He
a
treats her so
prostitute.
well.
No,
Sure.
he doesn't.
Are-
No, he doesn't.
Are
He
you
treats her like
dumb?
a prostitute the whole time.
No, he doesn't.
Yes, he does. Until like 3/4 through the movie. I don't
He's,
want to hear
he's, the
it.
only, he's the only one that doesn't.
No, he does.
Are you crazy?
I haven't. It has been too long for me to see it.
He doesn't. He doesn't hook up
with.
with her on the first night. He buys her everything she wants.
First night.
Yeah, it was like the biggest thing. When was the last time you saw this movie? I mean, I'm so confused.
Not that long ago.
That is wild to me. This is like my mom's favorite movie, so her and I always watch it. And it's
She
like,
has that whole monologue about him making her feel cheap because he did.
and then and then she realizes he's wrong. Or she's wrong.
They were both wrong.
Maybe a little bit, but there may be like one scene that he did, but the whole movie he treats her really well. That's the whole point of the movie.
I didn't say that he didn't treat her well, like compared to everybody else, but he does treat her like a prostitute sometimes.
I guess we disagree. I
For at least
think
half the
it's
movie.
so good. I don't know. I love them together. I think it's so sweet. Yeah.
Okay.
It's been too long since I've seen it to have an opinion.
Okay.
All right, number 7 for me is Hannah and Jacob from Crazy Stupid Love
Okay. Nice. I'm glad we all have it on our
Yeah.
list at some point.
because I love their chemistry. I want
Oh,
that
yeah.
in life. Please and thank you.
Their little
Um,
scene in like when they're shopping for wine. The
Yeah.
That's the
Yeah.
scene
I always think about
every
that.
Yeah.
time. It's
It's
so
so sweet.
sweet. And then
You got
when,
to get that
like,
checked. The nose.
And then when they go back to his house, when they're supposed to have sex, but they don't, and they stay up all night
Yeah.
talking, and it's just like the
And
sweetest
they just
thing.
do the
because
dirty
that's not-
dancing
Dirty
thing.
dancing scene, yeah.
And
yeah.
that's not what Jacob's
That's
about,
so
but he likes her anyway. Oh, it's just so good. The character
love it.
development,
It's-
man.
Do you have a massage chair?
Fantastic.
Yes. So, guess how many times I've used it? Twice. It's so, I love that scene.
I love that movie.
Yeah,
That's a really good
that's
one.
great. Yeah. All right, my number 7 is sticking with my animated like train. Rapunzel and Flynn Rider
Yeah.
from Tangled. Yeah, they're
I
great.
know, I know it's gonna be on Mary's. I considered
Oh,
it,
yeah.
but I
Yeah.
didn't even put it on my honorable mentions.
It's like it's just I know it's like one of those like rush timeline things, like okay, it happens really fast, but like you were my new dream. Are you kidding? That's so sweet. And just they have such fun chemistry and their dynamic
Yeah.
is awesome. Like the bubbly with the more like stoic,
Yeah.
not stoic, but like kind of like
Sarcastic.
sarcastic.
Yeah.
I wonder where it's gonna be
I
on
pray
Mary's
for that
list.
every night.
She prays for that and for a guy to sing on the bleachers.
Yeah.
That combo.
If not both. If not both.
All of it. All the above.
All in one. All right, that's my
good
number
one.
7.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, number 6. I have Harry and Sally on my list.
All right.
I mean, it was almost my top 10 movies for a reason. I love them. I mean, it's so cliche, but I love the monologue at the end, and
Oh my gosh, yeah.
I mean, it sums up the relationship so well. And I think Billy Crystal makes it so funny. Like his personality, so dry, so funny. Like even the diner scene, as ridiculous as it is, him just being like the whole time is just so funny
It's
to me.
so good. Yeah.
And the monologue is just, I mean, it's perfect. I don't know.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
Yeah, it's great. I love them. They're great.
Yeah, it's a good movie.
Number 6, Harry and Sally.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, they're great.
See,
I really
see
like
above.
them. Yeah,
Yeah.
I love the banter. I mean,
Yeah.
any movie couple with banter, I'm gonna love it immediately. We love good banter.
Absolutely.
And then also they know each other before they fall in love.
True.
There it is.
It takes time.
Yeah. And yeah, the monologue is so good.
Yeah.
And I don't know, they're just they're, but again, movies know how to do it. They're both stupid because they just admit it to each other.
Yeah.
Could have happened way back, but no, the timing is perfect. They had to be who they are in those moments before they admit it to themselves. So.
Yes.
True. It's even that first jump. I love that first cut. Even watching the very beginning when they're in the car together in their very first diner
Yeah.
Yes.
scene, how well their characters are established,
Yeah.
and then the jump to 5 years later. I remember when I
Yes.
watched that for the first time, I was like, 5 years later.
Yeah.
What the
Yeah.
heck?
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
awesome. Yeah, I loved it.
La La Land right there. Yeah, I think it's one of the first times, probably ever, we're ever gonna have a movie all be in a relatively same spot on our list.
Yeah,
Like-
soak it in.
This is a big moment
Wow.
here.
This is going to be the one and only time that Josh and I have it in the exact same spot.
In the exact
I
same spot.
honestly agree. I don't think that'll ever
Watch us
happen
have the
again.
rest 6 all the same.
I really
even though-
doubt it, but
I think we might have one or two.
maybe.
Nah,
Interesting
maybe
to see.
one.
Not in the
Oh,
same
definitely.
spot.
I feel like Maddie and I have one more. Anyway,
I think so. Okay.
Go ahead, Maddie.
What? Is this number 6?
Yep.
No? Okay. My next one is Andrew and Margaret from The Proposal.
I thought about it. I really
Yeah,
thought
I
about
considered it. I really considered
Thank
it.
you.
Yeah.
Part of it genuinely might just be that is my favorite rom-com. So
wow.
Good.
that it ended up I love that movie so
Wow.
much. But I just think they're so also Sandra Bullock. Are you kidding?
Yeah.
She's one of my
Yes.
favorite actresses. I think it's so fun. I love their dynamic. I think they have such good chemistry, and yeah, I think the banter's super fun. And
Yeah.
again, it's a quick thing, but I love the whole very last line of will you marry me because I want to date you? They're
Yeah.
not just getting married. They're gonna date and
Yeah.
figure it out, even though
She needs her visa.
It's
She needs
great.
her green card.
She needs her visa.
Absolutely.
Yeah. It's a
I
great
think
movie.
it didn't feel like a really quick thing for me. I mean, it took time for them to really.
And they
warm up
worked
to each
together
other.
for
to
years.
each other.
Yeah.
Yeah, true. They were friends. Well, coworkers.
Frenemies.
before.
Coworkers. Yeah.
Frenemies.
Yeah. I think Ryan also just makes it. I mean, like you were saying. I mean, he makes it so funny.
Yeah.
So funny. Oh
Yeah.
my gosh.
I love. I remember I didn't like it the first time. I didn't love it the first time I watched it. I watched it with mom, and it was like, this movie's great. This movie's
I
really
love
good.
that movie.
I love that movie.
Um,
All right.
Okay,
to the
top
top
five. Top 5. All right, you ready for this curveball? This one's a curveball. I have Becca and Jesse from Pitch Perfect on my list.
I considered it.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
considered it. They crossed
That's
the line.
so. I didn't even think
Yeah.
cross my
So
mind. That's so
good.
good.
It was one of the first things. Like Jesse,
Yeah.
I love Jesse's character.
Uh-huh,
He just I want his charisma that he has. I think it's so good. And they are just so, their banter is so perfect.
It's
Yeah.
so good.
Like their arguments they had, they feel so genuine. They're
Mm-hmm.
like deep conversations. His love for movies and her like warming up to movies. I don't know. Please God, and it's just
That's how Josh is trying to be.
That's what Josh prays for every night.
That's Josh's
that's-
prayer at night.
Anna Kendrick. But no, I it's so sweet. Like their meet up, when they meet, and the whole how it lasts for 3 movies, and I don't know. I think it's so sweet. It's super cool. It feels so genuine and real. Like it does feel like a college relationship. Like a lot of times they feel unrealistic, but that one feels pretty realistic to me.
I agree.
I think it's really good. All
Good
right,
pick.
Thanks.
Number 5, I have Danny and Catherine from Just Go With It.
I haven't seen that.
I
I've
know.
seen that.
It's this is a comfort movie for me. It's Adam Sandler and Jennifer Aniston. This is like
Oh,
their
right.
Okay.
this is their original
Yeah, I
movie
didn't see
together
that.
rather than Murder Mystery.
Is that the one where she pretends to be his wife that
ex-wife.
he's divorcing?
Yes.
Got it.
Oh my
Got
gosh.
it. Got it.
So
Okay.
good. Okay, so they work together. So they know each other. Guys, we know that I love our friends to lovers.
Of
So
course.
they know each other. They know each other, and then she pretends to be his ex-wife, and they go on this like big trip to Hawaii because Danny's like he's like a playboy and uses his because he was gonna get married, but then she left him, or like he hurt her. Anyway, and and he uses his ring for like pity to sleep with other women. Well, then he meets this girl, and it's like, yeah, I'm gonna marry her. Like, I love her. I want, like, we're gonna go to Hawaii and get married. So they all go with Jennifer Aniston's kids in the movie. Well, it turns out that he's in love with her the whole time. Obviously, like they just have this connection.
Classic.
Their chemistry is so good. They have this scene where they're out to dinner and they're with this other couple that Jennifer Aniston's character went to college with. She went to college with the girl. And they like say what they love most about each other. It's just the sweetest thing. I love that movie. I watched it probably as many times or more than Tangled. I'm not even kidding.
Wow.
Like, it is a
Wow.
comfort me. I love that movie so much. Another one I could quote so much. I quote it all the time. Nobody knows it.
Okay.
Nice. Okay, my number 5 is Peeta and Katniss
Okay, nice.
from the Hunger Games. Yeah. I
Classics.
just think it's not necessarily like this whole like whirlwind romance, but they like choose each other. And they I recently reread the books. I know there's movies, but I reread the books, and like it's just like the way they consistently choose each other and how much they change from beginning to end.
Yes.
But they still like put in the work of two people who are like deeply changed and traumatized by the Hunger Games.
Yeah.
And really just still choose one another regardless of everything they've been put through and like everything they've experienced, and Peeta literally getting tortured and trying to kill her at one point, but finding their way to fight through that. And it's like, you love me, real or not real.
Yeah.
Real.
Yeah.
It's just sweet.
So
Like,
good.
it's just sweet. Yeah,
is really
Team Peeta. Team Peeta all day.
Oh, Team Peeta. Yeah,
That's
Gail
fair.
doesn't even exist. Gail's stupid.
Sorry, idiot.
Would you guys choose Josh Hutcherson or Liam Hemsworth?
John Hutcherson.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, man.
He's
He's the freaking voice of
I
that guy in
doubt that.
Epic. Do you know what I'm talking about, Mary? Oh my gosh.
Oh, I should have put them on honorable.
I should have put them on there too. It's fine. Anyway.
All right,
No,
are we
I
number
wouldn't
4?
now.
No, sorry.
Like Josh Hutcherson, I wouldn't now. I would pick.
No,
Liam
yeah,
Hemsworth
he's
now.
gotten really
But
freaking.
in the Hunger Games. Yeah, he's a little weird now. But he was so cute back in the Hunger Games era. Oh yeah, him
I mean,
any day over Liam Hemsworth. I still have
Wow.
little hearts. I have a place in my heart for Josh.
Special place in your heart
Always.
for Josh
Yeah.
Hutcherson.
Okay,
You're talking about him like an old fling. Sorry.
Hey, maybe we're.
he's still there. He's still there. still there.
So, think about him. La La
Never
Land.
forget. Never forget. It's just like her home screen. All right. Okay. 4. I have Peter and Gwen from Amazing Spider-Man.
That's good. I considered them.
I'm really surprised neither of y'all had them. I mean,
forgot.
it makes the movies good. The movies themselves are not that good, but their chemistry is genuinely some of the best I've ever seen in movies. Like, I mean, it is so believable.
I mean, Andrew Garfield could have chemistry with a brick wall. So
True, but I mean, it's Emma Stone too, and her performance
Oh,
is just
yeah.
incredible.
She is
I mean, she
fantastic.
is so
Yeah.
good. She's also just
is.
super attractive in those movies, so like that also helps. And I don't,
'Cause she's
like
blonde?
her, she's like, yeah.
Anyway.
When she dies, no, well, no, like you know,
yeah, when she dies, it's so great.
it's,
That's awesome.
it's so hot. Yeah, it's great. It's just,
That's true.
okay. Anyway, no, but like the chemistry they have, like building up to her death, is like when she does that, it's so emotional. Like it is the most emotional thing. Like you can feel the heartfelt that Andrew has, and like the scene afterwards where he's just like his whole life is just gone. You know, like his whole ordeal with Spider-Man was like I cannot lose her, and then like loses her, and it just hits so much deeper, and it's such a shame that it's such a garbage script. I mean, my gosh, if that had a good script, that would probably be the best Spider-Man movie ever. But it's a terrible script for both movies. So
It's been a long time since I've seen them.
yeah,
Nostalgia. Years.
yeah, nostalgia like lifted them up for me, and I rewatched them like a couple years ago with Elise and McKelvey, and it just was like, yikes, this script sucks. But yeah,
Yeah.
faux.
Number 4.
Squeeze me. Okay. Number 4, I have Matt and Jenna from 13 Going on 30.
Okay, haven't seen it either. But.
I forgot Maddie hasn't seen it.
I know. You're gonna feel like
You would love it.
I know.
Another
We
Friends
almost
for
went as like a
Lovers.
calm group to
Is
like
that
go see it.
who's in that?
It's Jennifer Garner and Mark Ruffalo.
Is it Ruffalo? Yeah, okay.
Yeah. It's
Ruffalo.
so good. Best friends to lovers, guys. Childhood best friends.
Sweet.
Love it. It's so sweet. And then freaking Mark Ruffalo. Oh my gosh, I like would marry him in that movie in a heartbeat. Um, it's just like, and then Jennifer Garner. She's just like got that. She's like so sweet and wonderful, and I love her so
She's
much.
a great actress. Yeah,
She's
great.
she's probably one of my favorites.
Yeah.
She's awesome.
That movie's just so good, and it's so wholesome. I mean, it's like 13-year-old who wakes up 30
Yeah.
and has to
Surprise.
learn all these things and realizes all these things about life and wants to. And then she was like, "Actually, I don't want to be 30. Let me go back to being 13 because don't we all want to be
Dude,
there?"
real.
Um,
Yeah.
So it's just so good. They're so sweet. I love it.
Have you seen Juno?
No, I want to watch it though.
Oh, I want to.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
It's Michael Cera, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And she's
Yeah.
Jennifer Garner's in it too.
Oh, I don't know.
I forget. And Jason Bateman.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Love him.
And
Jason
J.K.
Bateman.
Simmons. Yeah.
And
Stacked cast.
Jason Simmons. I forgot about that.
Yeah, it's stacked.
Mm.
Yeah, you should watch that. That's a good one.
Okay.
All right, Maddie.
All right. Number 4,
Oh.
Charlie and Harper from Set It Up.
Yes.
Mhm.
I almost put them. It was going to be honorable or top 10.
I love
but
it.
Is that the
I
one
didn't.
with, Glenn Powell?
So good.
Glenn Powell. Yeah,
Okay.
they're both like assistants. They work on like connecting buildings or something, and they try and get their bosses together. But as a result, they end up together, and they just have such fun chemistry. And it's
Top
so
10
like they
comfort
just
movie.
tease each other and make fun. Like it's like there's one scene. Josh, I think you would love it. I think you would
Really?
love Glenn Powell's character in that. Like there's like
Yes.
one scene where they're going to see a baseball game, and she decides to just be decked out in all like Yankees gear.
I love
And he
it.
walks up, he's like, "What are you doing?"
Yeah.
She's like, "We're going to a baseball game." He's like, "Yeah, you're not on the team." Like you would just like their whole dynamic is awesome.
So
Yeah.
You would love it.
good.
It's great.
I think Glenn Powell. I do think he's actually a really good actor.
I think so too.
Originally,
The line at the end, he's like, "You're not hard to get. You're hard to earn." That's so much better.
Heat. So good, dude.
Who wrote that
Yeah.
line? Who wrote that? I want to know.
Send him to Mayor.
Send him to Mesh, who wants to know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think anything. Glenn Powell really does do a good job
He does.
in the roles that he does play. He is fit for that stereotypical role for sure.
Oh, 100%.
Like Anyone But You was only decent because of him in it. I did
agree.
not like Sydney Sweeney in it. I thought she was like
No.
really
No.
difficult to listen to.
Yeah.
She's a good actress, but comedy is not.
I don't even think she's a good actress in my opinion.
She's all right.
I'm interested to see her in the freaking housemaid Mare.
Me too.
Very
Oh, is she in
interested.
that?
Goodness gracious. Yeah, she's the main character.
Amanda Seyfried.
Okay. But yeah, I think he does do a good job. He's got that swagger. He's got that charisma. You know, he's got everything you want, and that's why Twisters was good. I
And
didn't
that's
love
why I'm in love
Twisters.
with him.
I didn't
Oh.
love Twisters as much as the ladies did, of course, but I can respect it. I can understand it. Okay, top three. Top three.
Dang.
Here's a curveball. Another curveball. At my number 3 spot, I have Steve and Noah from Fresh on my list. The Sebastian Stan movie.
Oh, is that the freaking like? I
Yeah.
haven't seen
What?
that. I haven't seen that.
Yeah.
What?
I don't
That's
know why.
a whole curveball.
Yeah,
That's,
because
like, not
he's a
even in the
cannibal, and
part.
then
That's
that's the first 30 minutes of that movie. Their chemistry together made me fall in love with that movie.
no, their chemistry is great, but he's a freaking cannibal. So
For sure.
Something to consider.
But then
maybe he's just in love with their flesh.
they're
I
that was a good
think
pun.
there's a Bible verse about that.
Probably. But I don't know. I just think it's epic. Like their chemistry with each other is so good, and throughout the movie, and their performances are great. Sebastian Stan is perfect in that movie, where it's like you even start to feel like, at least for me, it's like you can tell that he loves her, and like sees her differently than the other girls that he is like holding in cells. But yeah, it's weird. But it's like
What?
you like forget this because it's like
No,
can
you
tell
forget it.
like
You
you
forget
do.
it.
You do because
Josh has AI and cannibalism on
I
his
do.
list.
Apparently, I thought there's a bunch of curveballs.
I knew.
Um,
I told Maddie. I texted her separately. I was like, I'm not gonna agree with half of Josh's list.
Yeah, probably.
That's friendship.
Yeah, I don't know. I it made me like love that movie. That's one of the main reasons I love it so much. Is like, yeah, some of the writing's poor, but their performances and their chemistry is so good.
I think if Sebastian Stan were ugly, I wouldn't have liked the movie so much. And I wouldn't have believed the whole like, yeah, man, he's got it, but he's like, forget the fact he's a cannibal.
Because you don't see it coming. I didn't see it coming throughout the entire movie. I thought he was like a legit dude. And
Like put Seth Rogen in that role. Nah, I wouldn't forget these cannibals. Sorry, Seth.
You destroyed Seth.
Sorry.
Hey, Seth, you ever watched this? That wasn't me.
Hey.
That was Mare.
No, Seth, I
That was
think
Mare.
he's great. I think he's great.
No,
It's not my
no,
type.
Seth,
It's not
no.
my type.
So yeah, that's my 3.
Okay.
Pretty high, but I liked it.
All right, my number 3 is Flynn and Rapunzel.
Okay.
There
yeah.
it is.
Yeah.
There it is. Yep.
Yeah, you know I had to be up there. Another dream romance. The sarcastic man. Wow, that was a rough sentence.
That's all right.
Sarcastic man who looks like Flynn Rider. Yeah, and then
Yeah.
I love the whole like the bubbly character with the sarcastic man,
Yeah.
which is great. And
Yeah.
then they're just like they're
Great.
so sweet, and the character arc for Flynn, she's so good, and it's my favorite Disney movie. So
Yeah. It's great.
Yeah.
Can't argue that.
All right. Number 3 for me, Lizzie and Darcy from Pride and Prejudice.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
Nice.
I love it. I love how different they are, and I love how they make each other better throughout the movie too.
yes,
Like they both are like kind of prejudiced. They're both prideful and prejudiced. Oh, yeah, it's so good. But Darcy is like looks down on poor people. Hello, and like looks down on Lizzie's family. And his first proposal, crazy. He insults her. He's like,
Yeah.
"I like you against my better judgment."
you expect me
Okay.
to rejoice in the
Circumstances. But then like Lizzie's also very judgmental and prideful as well. Like she is super judgmental of like and so they like make each other better. They grow and they improve and then they come like and find one another again and fall in love.
so
And
similar.
we're so similar. Oh, it's so sweet. Yeah. And also that freaking, are you kidding me? The walk in the fog with the sunrise and yeah.
It definitely
That's
should have been my top 10.
romantic.
Oh, yeah.
I pulled this list
I'm
together
surprised
so
it wasn't.
fast. I pulled this list together so fast, y'all.
Hey.
It
There's
definitely
grace
should
in
have been my
that.
top 10, but it's alright.
Yeah.
They're great. Yeah.
I mean,
Top
it's a
three.
good one. You can't argue with that one. It's
Nope.
It's classic. Maddie, I feel like we might have the same top 2, but I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
I'm interested. I feel like
Maybe we
Let me pull
don't.
mine up
Either
again.
that, or I think you're gonna be kicking yourself for one of mine.
there's one of them that I think we're gonna have the same.
Okay. I
top
think
two.
it might be this one.
Okay.
Okay.
I won't make a face.
Okay.
No, I will. I'm
Okay.
going to.
At
Actually,
number
if
2,
we have the same.
At number 2, I have Baby and Deborah for Baby Driver. And I mean, it's like, how do you not? I mean, that makes the movie so good. The laundromat scene is one of my favorites ever. It's like he is so like shy kind of and like down to himself, and then she's so like sweet to him, and like the headphone scene and like the tapping of the feet, and I don't know, man. It
Yeah,
really
it's
it
great.
makes the movie so much better. And oh man, I don't know.
It's wholesome,
there's
too.
so
Like,
many
it's
things
just
about that
sweet.
relationship that I love.
Yeah.
I love their first interaction too. Where he's like, "What's your name?" He's like, "Baby." Your name's Baby.
B-A-B-Y,
baby.
baby. It's so good. It's very sweet. That's a good one.
And like her country accent is so good, and I don't know, it's great. I love it.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Okay.
Alright, my number 2 is Tate and Kaya from Where the Crawdads Sing.
Oh wow,
Oh, okay.
They-
Didn't expect that.
I
we love Daisy Ridges.
I love them. Tate is so
That's
sweet to
great.
her. He teaches her how to read. And
Oh, was
they
this the
just
one
like,
that you and when you and
No,
Jana
no.
were like, "We need a man like Tate."
Yeah.
Or like yeah.
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
That's right.
Absolutely. I need a man like Tate. He's like they're teenagers at the start, so give him some
Yeah.
grace. But like he's such a man's man. Like he is
Yeah.
like he's a man, but like he knows how to be like gentle in the relationship and treats Kai with
Yeah.
respect when no one else does. He like it's just so good. He again teaches her how to read. They they learn together. Like they both have the same interests. Like they love birds and like they trade feathers and they talk about it and like all these different kinds of creatures in the North Carolina coast. And it's just like it's so sweet.
It's very
and
sweet.
he like even when she has her stupid little fling with Chase, like he still loves her and wants the best for her and wants her to be protected. And
Yeah.
it's so good. I love them so much.
I need to see it. I really do.
So good.
It's good. It's really,
The
really
book,
good.
Yeah.
the book Tate and Kaya is even better. I mean, the
agree.
movie is really close to the book, but the book you just
Yeah.
get a little bit more. It's so good.
Yeah. Okay, my number 2. Okay, Josh, this is one that I think you and I will have the same.
Okay.
I don't know if it's gonna be your number 1.
Okay.
So I'm interested to see.
Okay.
My number 2 is the Captain and Maria from Sound of Music.
Okay. Yeah.
I considered
They-
that one.
That is a good one.
It's so sweet.
That is
Like
a
that
really
was
good one.
like my youngest understanding of what romance was.
Yeah.
In my child mind, because we watch that every year with my like my mom, me, and my sister, my aunt. It is. Oh my gosh, it's so sweet. Like
Yeah.
they like have a funny banter in the beginning. Say like again like the opposites like attract thing, and she like doesn't put up with his crap. Like stands
No.
up to him, calls him
Yeah.
out on his like unhealthy ways of living. He like softens to her and sees and like changes his ways, but he like helps ground her. They just and that this dancing scene.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my god. Their
Absolutely.
chemistry in that is so like that it's so good.
Yeah.
It's so good. And just like I'm just thinking about it now. It's so sweet.
It's so
I love
sweet.
it. Yeah, I love that.
There's
movie,
very
and I
few
love their
dancing
romance.
scenes that live up to that. You
I
know?
agree.
Like
Yeah.
White Christmas for sure does. And there's a couple others, but it's like, I mean, it's just their dynamic. Is I mean, it's so good. The way
It's
they look
so
at each other is like
Yeah.
so
dude.
good too.
It's
Yeah.
even that scene like where he's like playing the guitar and she's
Yes.
like watching from the fireplace and he
Yes.
like loses it. Are you kidding me?
Yeah,
Are you
yeah.
kidding?
It's so good.
And like
Oh,
when
God.
when she starts to leave, and he's like, "Wait, no,
Wait, stay.
Like, yeah.
I want you to stay.
Yeah.
It's fine. Wow. This maybe wow. Anyway, go on. Next up, next one.
And that's why number 1 is also Maria and Captain Watchout as well.
Dude! Yes.
This was
Yes.
you know, it didn't take much for me to think about this one as my number 1. This was like the first couple that came to my mind when I thought of like my favorite couples, because I mean it's everything that you said. I mean it's hard to describe how good they are. It's like he is so, you know, set in his mind. He's very stern, but he's also like we've been talking. He's very kind. He's very patient, and it's like she brings out the best in him. That's the whole thing about the movie. You know, he doesn't become himself until she starts living with him and starts, you know, not even living with him, but when she starts engaging with the kids and bringing out those memories that he previously had with his ex-wife that he loved. And it's like, I mean, it is the most sweet movie ever. I mean,
so good.
their romance is incredible. It's
so
in
good.
conversation for like the best romance in movie history, and it's up there.
Dude, it's fantastic.
Yeah.
And it actually happened. It actually happened, y'all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They actually
Yeah.
fell in love and
It's
got
history.
married.
Yeah.
God. That's what I pray for, actually.
And 12
Live this
kids
game.
that went over the Alps. Yeah, it all happened. Yeah. So that is my number 1. I mean, it's
Yep.
not much to be said there,
Fantastic.
and it's just incredible. So
Yeah. I agree.
To preface this one, this was almost not my top one, but I got too into the fact like if I think about this too much, I'm gonna get it all wrong. So I just didn't
Is it-
think about
is
it too
it-
much, and I should
okay.
have.
Should we guess, or do you just want to say it?
You can guess if you want. I don't know if you'll
Is
get
it
it.
is it not about time?
No.
Oh wow! I'm
Wow.
surprised I didn't even make the list.
Yeah, same.
Guys, I didn't put that much thought into this because I was
Yeah.
too afraid to put too much thought in it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have had it ready today.
I feel like I could
I'm
guess
not-
this.
I have a guess, but it's the same as mine, and I don't want to give it away, so I'm not going to say.
Oh, okay. Then it's up to me then.
Good luck.
I'm assuming it's a romance movie.
Yes.
Like I'm actually not assuming. I know you
You
guys
know.
that it's a
I
romance
know
movie.
for a fact. Yeah.
But which one? Is it a rom com?
I'm staring at you
Yes,
on the.
it's a
I'm staring at you
rom-com.
on
Oh,
the
it is a
screen really
rom-com.
hard. We might have the same one.
I'm trying to think of like iconic rom coms. I don't know. Go ahead.
It is Jack and Lucy from While You Were Sleeping.
Oh, okay. I never would have gotten that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really love like everything about their relationship is perfect for a movie, except for the fact that they only know each other for a week. I stared at my list for like 10 minutes. I was like, do I really want this to be my top one when they know each other for a week?
Yeah.
But I really love this movie and like thinking about it. Family is a big thing for me. And Lucy spends that whole week with not just Jack, but his whole entire family and falls in love with him as well. Like that's a dream for me to fall in love with a man and fall in love with his family as well, because I'm marrying into his family. I want to get along with his family. That's a big thing for me. I'm not going to marry a man that
Yeah.
I am not going to get along with his family.
Yeah.
I want to be a part of his family, and I want him to be a part of mine.
Yeah.
You know, and that was a big thing. Like her whole monologue when she's standing up at the altar, she's like, "I fell in love with you, all of you, and like you have no idea what it's like to be all alone, and then suddenly become a daughter, a sister, a niece, like a friend, and a wife, or like whatever."
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
it's just
so
so sweet. And Jack is the perfect man. I
He's awesome.
love that man. So
Who plays him?
Bill Pullman.
It's yeah.
He's just like, he's such a man's man, and I love it. And he's so sweet, and he's so cute, and he's so perfect. Oh, I want him.
It's so good. Yeah.
It's so good.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right. Well, I agree with all of that because my number one is also
Wow.
Lucy and Jack from
Wow.
I was trying to keep myself calm. Dude, it's so good. I'm glad I can fully lean into it, dude. The leading scene, also just their chemistry.
Yes, the
Josh, have you
chemistry
seen this
is-
movie?
I have not.
Top tier,
Add
man.
it to the list.
I-
They have such good chemistry. Also, again, Sandra Bullock. Lock Me Up If That's a
Yes.
Crime. I love the rom-com
Yes.
she's in. I think she's so good. I think that, again, everything Mare said about family. Me too. You're marrying a guy's family. You want to love them. But also just they have, even too from the first moment that he sees her, he catches it and he's like, whoa, clocked. And then they're like, oh, that's the fiance. And he's like, dang it.
Yeah.
So, even from the very beginning, there's that kind of initial draw to each other. But becoming friends first, even though there is that. And even though it was a week, it's still a movie, suspension of disbelief.
Yeah.
It's just, they have such good chemistry, such natural conversation. And he's just they're just funny. They make each other laugh too. And that's one of the things that I value the most of can you just enjoy one another's presence and laugh around each
Yeah.
other.
Yeah.
It's so good. That and Captain and Maria were really hard for
Yeah.
me to choose between. It was so difficult. But I feel honestly those spots intermingle
Yeah.
for me. My
They
one and two.
interchange for sure.
Yeah. But
That's
that's
good.
my number one.
I love it.
Yeah.
I really thought about putting Will and Skylar from Good Will Hunting on my list as well.
I thought about that
I love
too.
their relationship. I think
Yeah.
it's so good.
It's great.
There were a couple more I really wanted to put on there. I'm trying to remember what else I wanted to. I mean, I thought about Seven Mia for sure.
So did I.
Thought about Flynn and Rapunzel. There were so many honorable mentions that I had. I was like, I want to put all of these on there, but I can't.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I know what you mean. I think it was harder. I think it was interesting for me because so many couples that I found myself thinking of were all TV show characters.
Yes, me too.
I think because in TV shows there's so much more time for that chemistry
yeah.
to build.
Yes.
And a movie has to have more than just an A plot, which
Yes,
is the romance of the
yes.
two, and have all this be. And they don't have as much time.
Yeah.
To build. You think about Nick and Jess from New Girl and Jim and Pam. It takes seasons.
yeah.
Yes.
For them to get that payoff and for it all to build up.
And you
So,
don't know the characters until season's end.
exactly.
We got. If we can't tell from my list, I picked all the ones who had some time. Other than the first one, they all had some time to get to know each other and become friends before they fell in love. And now the first one, in the movie, it feels like it's been a lot longer than a week. That's just movie magic.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was I kept thinking of shows, and I was like, this is because I had known them for 65 episodes.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, really.
I'm surprised you've got mail to make either of y'all.
no,
No?
No.
it's they
Yeah.
don't know each other. Though. I mean, they know each other, but I don't know.
I just don't.
I
I
just-
didn't
yeah.
like the movie, so I just didn't know.
I like the movie, but not near enough to even put it on my honorable mention.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think one that's interesting that a lot of people I'm sure would put is The Notebook. It's not
I haven't seen
It's
it.
not a super healthy relationship.
They scream at each other the whole freaking time. And then
Yeah.
I watched this video, and it was a.
Is it the
was a
psychology
reel,
one?
And it was no.
Never mind.
It was some real, and it was
Yeah.
how I want my husband to react when I'm mad, and he's she's mad, and it shows Allie in the Notebook, she's yelling all the time, and Noah just kisses her in the middle of her sentence. Bro, don't do that to me. I will punch you in the face. I'm not finished talking. That is not why I'm screaming at you. Do
Yeah.
not kiss me.
Mm-hmm.
And
Real.
that's just,
Yeah.
it's so unhealthy.
Is that
It's
go
so
with any
unhealthy.
man? Like if
Okay, if I'm mad about something stupid, and he kisses me to shut up, I'll shut up. But if
it's
I'm
real.
yelling about something
It's like,
serious and
thanks
you
for
try
that,
to
but
kiss
hold
me
on.
to shut me up, I'll
Yeah.
shut you up
Yeah.
with a fist in your mouth. Don't do that.
It's like I said, some things in movies when done in real life, it's like, what the hell?
Yeah.
yeah,
Oh, this is not.
that ain't
This
how
is
that
not
works.
good.
Yeah.
And it doesn't. It doesn't.
No.
It does not work.
Well, guys, that was our list.
Wow.
I'm pretty happy about it. It was
Me too.
a more chill list for sure, in the sense of like I don't think we were as passionate about a lot of this as we were like our favorite movies. But and I'm sure after recording this, we're gonna come back and be like, oh yeah, probably should have included that one. I'm surprised Lego Batman and what's her name weren't on yours.
Freaking Lego Batman and the
Donna.
Batwoman. I think so.
No, it's the commissioner.
The commissioner's daughter.
I
Yeah.
forgot her name. Deborah.
Maybe.
Barbara.
Barbara.
Nice, Commissioner Barbara.
Yeah.
Barbara.
I'm really
Even
surprised.
That zoom in scene with that song
yeah.
playing. I just died in your arms. Yeah, it just didn't stand like the point of that movie like feels so much more about like the
No,
lesson of
for sure.
family than the
I just wasn't sure if it
romance.
was gonna make it on you.
Yeah, yeah.
Romeo and Juliet. Was
Romeo
a
and
real
Juliet,
curveball.
dude.
Real curveball.
Gosh, it's so good.
I definitely
It's so
should have.
good.
I should have included Von Trapp and Maria.
It's so good.
I really
Yeah.
considered them, and I should have. But something should have got bumped because I love them so much. Every
I'm
point y'all
surprised. I
made
thought
was.
you would have it. I thought that's
Yeah.
one that we'd all have.
I should've.
I thought Harry and Sally would all have. And then I legit thought y'all would have Carl and Ellie from Up on there too, but I guess I was just wrong.
I
on that.
considered that one. I think because that movie is really good, but it's not one of my favorites.
I mean, yeah,
I
she's
don't
only in it
like.
for like 30 minutes, so like,
Yeah,
Yeah.
As
The Incredibles, that was great.
That one
Mr.
was
and
good
Mrs.
too.
Incredible.
I
Yeah.
just like
Yeah.
seeing them as parents and like a married couple. It's just so
Mhm.
good. Like the fights they have.
yeah,
They're so
I agree.
realistic. They're
That was
so
a big thing for
realistic.
me.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
it can't just be they love each other the whole movie. There's got to be some
Gotta
realistic
be some
fights happening.
moments.
There's got to be some
Yeah.
realism in there.
And the Incredibles, it's dumb fights too. But then like they
Yeah.
have they have all of it. They have the dumb fights that married couples have, and then they have the real ones. Like
Yes.
when he's lying to her, and they
Yeah.
like she comes to find him in the volcano, and she thinks he's cheating
so
on her
good.
with Mirage, and she slaps him
Yeah.
like as she should.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then like
Get wrecked.
then their whole fight and like when she's like holding up the van with the
Yeah.
whatever, and he's like,
Yeah.
she's like, "Are we there yet?" He's like, "We'll get there when we get there." Oh, it's
Gosh,
so
it's
good.
so good. Yeah,
I didn't
they're
rewatch
great.
that movie, man. That's such a good movie.
They're great, man. Yeah, they're good. That's a good. Well, the second one isn't good.
I actually enjoyed
But-
the second one.
That it was it was.
I did not like the second one. I don't like it.
Dang.
It was okay. I was like, all right,
Yeah.
word. I thought Elastigirl was great. I love that. That was
Yeah,
epic.
yeah.
Yeah. But
So I'm trying to think of other honorable mentions that we may have like some Disney ones that we definitely like may have forgotten about.
so many, like
There's
to my
so
point.
many.
I
earlier,
had
there's so
Tiana
many-
and Naveen on there.
I
So
thought
did I.
about it too.
I was
Yeah,
gonna
I
do
thought so.
honorable mention, but I bumped them.
The
But
relationship
Naveen
was just too
Naveen
fast.
just,
It
Naveen
was
just
so
sucks
quick.
in the first like hour. So
But
like
I love a good character arc. He
True.
like
Oh, so do I.
they learn, but like they both learn together because
She's the
Tiana's
goat,
all
man.
focused on her
I
on
want
her
Dude,
I
oh
work.
my
freaking
God.
But then
Tiana,
she
man.
realizes she needs to enjoy life and not just focus on work. Like they both learn, and
True.
he needs
They
to
do. That's
work
true.
for what he's got. So they both have
Yeah.
their character arc, and it's so good. And they have
True.
time to get to know each other. It's not just immediately.
Dude, no one had the dragon and donkey on there. No one had.
Hey man,
No one.
I considered it for comedic reasons, but that's it.
Just a crazy curveball.
Hey man,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay.
That's funny. No one had Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind.
I
That
just didn't like
surprised me a
that
little
I've
movie
bit.
never
much.
seen that. I've never seen it.
I didn't love it.
I wanna
don't know, I
watch
think it's
it.
overrated. I like Jim Carrey and I like Kate Winslet, but I just
I
was
love
like
Jim Carrey.
it didn't hit for me.
I haven't
I'd be
seen it
interested-
either.
Man, I think it'd be interesting. I think both of y'all would watch it.
Yeah, I should. It was just on my Google
really wanna watch
searches.
it.
I'll have
Yeah,
to
it,
give
it
it
was
popped
yeah,
up. Yeah.
A lot of people have it.
Yeah.
It just like I think it's also like as a believer, I just don't relate to it at all. You know,
Mm.
there were a lot of those movies that it's like, yeah, that's not how it would go for me.
Yeah.
You know, it just wouldn't.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know what you mean.
Yeah.
But it has a huge cult following. That movie has like one of the biggest cult followings in the world.
It really does.
I'm
Yeah.
trying to like Frozen. No one had Anna.
Kristoff and Anna are
Kristoff.
sweet.
They're
They're
sweet.
They're sweet, but that's another short-term relationship. They don't know each other that long. I mean, they know each other longer than her and Hans did, but still.
True.
Freaking Hans.
Shout out Hans, man.
Yeah.
What do you mean by that?
Like Lady and the Tramp, no one had.
No.
I thought about that. That crossed my mind,
That
but
one's really sweet.
They are
And
sweet,
most
but-
Disney movies have it. You know, have some sort of romance in there.
yeah,
Oh, yeah.
typically.
So most of them are stupid though. Like if you
That's
really
the point.
think about it, like it's a good movie.
Yeah.
Like but like Snow White and Sleeping Beauty, they're all like you've exchanged about 15 words between each other.
Cinderella, yeah.
And yeah, Cinderella,
And they are in love.
and yeah, and then like how you don't even know her name in Cinderella, first of all, and you love her.
You don't even know his name.
No,
The
Yeah.
prince.
you don't even know he's the prince.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so
Just, guys, don't worry. The new Snow White is coming out, so I'm sure
I've heard
it'll improve.
I've heard it's gotten terrible.
it
Terrible.
looks awful. It just
Terrible.
looks
It looks
awful.
awful.
Her
And
hair
Gal
looks
Gadot,
awful.
I think Gal Gadot's
Gal
terrible.
Gadot's
A terrible
terrible
actress.
choice. Oh my gosh. The most like I've seen like clips of it already. The most like flat performance for the evil queen.
Yeah.
You gotta have like you gotta be evil.
Something. Yeah, and
Yeah.
she's just not.
You gotta have some pizzazz.
And I like her just like as an actress, not as a person. I think she's a great actress, but I cannot stand her as a person. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, she's got a killer voice. Holy
Oh
crap.
my gosh.
Yeah, her voice is
I will
really
not.
good.
I will not be watching, but hey, shout out to whoever does.
I won't be watching it. The music doesn't even sound good. I heard a clip of
I might,
one of the new
for
songs.
fun.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
Guys, it's our list.
Yeah.
We will be
been
back
real.
next week for a determined topic, like always.
Oh, yeah.
Love it.
Surprise!
I would love.
Watch out.
Oh, next week we're gonna have a special guest on.
oh yes.
Our
That's
friend,
next week?
Our friend Austin
Okay.
will be on. He will be. He's not very educated on movies, but I'm very
No.
interested to see how he goes.
That makes
So
it
we'll
even
probably-
better though.
It
I'm
does.
so excited.
We're probably gonna do a more broad topic just to give him more options.
Yeah.
So we will be back next week.
Nice.
Subscribe to the YouTube. Follow us on Spotify at the Third Act Podcast. All our Letterboxd and socials will be down in the description. And any closing words?
I'm gonna go watch some Kylo Ren and Rey
No, you're not.
compilations.
Oh.
No, I'm not.
I'm gonna go watch The
yes, she
Office.
is. I am gonna go work on at TPA. And
You lucky dog.
wanna say what up to an oncoming in minivan. So
Wow.
Watch movies.
yes.
Woohoo!
Always watch movies, and no one's gonna comment, but give us suggestions to watch movies.
I like your attitude. So many are gonna.
It's gonna be like
Yeah.
Luke that comments like Braveheart.
Yeah. Perfect.
But guys, we will see you guys next week.
Bye.
Bye.